Welcome back, my fellow name men and women. I got my cup of coffee, and in today's review, we're saddling up for a journey into the rugged and untamed territories of Red Country, penned by the acclaimed Joe Abercrombie. This novel marks the third and final standalone book in the expansive First Law universe, and it follows the tales told in The Last Argument of Kings, Best Served Cold, and The Heroes. Unlike its predecessors, which steeped us deeply in dark politics and vengeful plots, Red Country carves out a niche that's distinctly reminiscent of old Western films. It's merged seamlessly with the gritty elements of fantasy we've come to relish from Abercrombie. This fusion creates a narrative that's as unforgiving as the landscape it describes and promises a tale of redemption, revenge, and the relentless pursuit of justice. Today, we're not just reviewing a book, we're exploring a frontier. So let's prepare for a dive into a world where lawmen and outlaws blur the lines, and where every horizon hides both danger and opportunity. Let's hit the trail and uncover what makes Red Country a unique treasure in the First Law saga. And if this is your first time here, welcome to Mysterious Galaxies. I'm Todd, and I review and discuss science fiction, fantasy, and horror novels. Now, if you've been following along with my other First Law videos, welcome back. At the heart of Red Country is Shy South, a fiercely independent and resilient woman who is no stranger to hardship. Shy's life on the frontier, the near country, west of where we've spent the majority of our adventures to this point, is upended when her younger siblings are mysteriously kidnapped. This catapults her into a desperate quest across a landscape that is as brutal as it is beautiful. Accompanied by her stepfather, Lamb, who is a man with a deeply concealed past and formidable skills, Shy's journey becomes more than a simple rescue mission. As they track the kidnappers across towns rife with corruption and across plains stalked by mercenaries, Shy and Lamb are drawn into a larger conflict that tests their beliefs and their resolve. The story cleverly intertwines their personal vendetta with broader themes of empire expansion and the relentless pursuit of power. Lamb's mysterious identity adds a layer of tension and intrigue, culminating in revelations that challenge both their understandings of justice and redemption. Throughout this odyssey, the narrative deftly weaves in the perspectives of other key players, including the mercenary company, the Gracious Hand, and their enigmatic employer, who are entangled in their own quest for control over the wild frontier. This multifaceted approach not only enriches the plot, but also deepens the thematic exploration of what it means to seek one's destiny in a world where loyalties are often bought and sold, and the past can never truly be buried. Red Country continues to showcase Joe Abercrombie's prowess in crafting memorable prose and deep, multifaceted characters, drawing readers into a world where every dialogue crackles with life and dark humor. This novel, however, it presents a shift in focus from Abercrombie's typical narrative style. While the prose maintains its excellence, sharp, witty, and at times poignantly reflective, the novel deviates slightly in terms of character focus and plot execution. The POV characters in Red Country are robust, but they don't resonate as deeply as those in earlier books. While Shy and Lamb are compelling in their own right, they sometimes feel overshadowed by the more vibrant and intriguing side characters. For instance, characters like Nakomo Kosuke, who has previously stolen the show with his morally ambiguous charm and cunning, are given less direct narrative attention here. This shift in focus might leave fans of Abercrombie's typically rich tapestry of perspectives feeling a bit confined. Plot-wise, Red Country unfolds with the meticulous build-up familiar to Abercrombie's readers, but the climax, it seems to fail to deliver the explosive, twist-laden conclusion seen in previous works. The ending, while fitting within the Western genre's classic tropes of resolution and revelation, lacks the visceral punch and shocking turns that characterize the finales of other First Law books. This could be seen as a missed opportunity to elevate the narrative to the heights of, unforeseen climax that Abercrombie has previously mastered. Furthermore, the subdued fantasy elements in Red Country mark a significant tonal shift. The book leans heavily into the Western setting, embracing themes and aesthetics more common to tales of the American frontier than the high fantasy landscapes typical of the series. The magical elements, if you thought the heroes was dialed back, they're even closer to non-existence here, focusing instead on the raw, realistic conflicts and human dramas. This grounding in gritty realism, while it's going to appeal to readers looking for a more relatable, down-to-earth story, it may disappoint those who enjoy the fantastical aspects of Abercrombie's universe. In essence, Red Country is a novel of excellent parts that perhaps don't coalesce into a whole as powerfully impactful as its predecessors. The strength of Abercrombie's prose and his ability to craft engaging, realistic dialogues and scenarios, they still hold the narrative together, but it may leave some yearning for a more dynamic plot developments and character arcs they have come to expect from the First Law universe. I wasn't sure if I should mention it or not, but I'm going to anyway. If you're a fan of duels and fights that Abercrombie has written in the past, like Logan Ninefingers and Fenris the Feared, you're going to absolutely love the battle in Red Country. No spoilers, but not only is the scene one of his best written, there's a reveal that makes the entire book worth reading. It's definitely badass, and I even went back and reread the same chapter just to relive it again. Abercrombie's action is truly a cut above the rest in the fantasy genre. Red Country is an essential read for anyone invested in Joe Abercrombie's First Law universe, offering a fresh lens through which to view its rich, expansive world. This novel cleverly melds the grimdark elements Abercrombie is famed for with the distinct, rough-hewn aesthetics of a Western, creating a kind of cross-genre adventure that is both unique and yet familiar. This book is particularly noteworthy for its exploration of themes such as redemption and identity. Through characters like Shy and Lamb, Abercrombie delves into the complexities of changing oneself in a world that rarely forgives past sins. The journey they undertake is not just physical, but deeply existential, as each character grapples with their history and the choices that have defined them thus far. This narrative depth It provides a fertile ground for readers who relish psychological complexity and moral ambiguity in their protagonists. Moreover, Red Country, it stands out for its gritty realism. While it steps back from the high magic and grand battles that are typical of some fantasy, it plunges into the visceral struggles of its characters against a backdrop that is as unforgiving as it is captivating. This setting, a frontier reminiscent of the American West, serves as a perfect stage for stories of survival, conflict, and human resilience, making it a compelling read for not just fantasy enthusiasts, but also fans of historical and Western genres. For those who appreciate Abercrombie's skill in character creation, this novel does not disappoint. It provides a gallery of vivid, well-drawn characters whose flaws and virtues are laid bare. Abercrombie's sharp, incisive dialogue and dark humor shine throughout, offering a narrative that is as intellectually engaging as it is emotionally resonant. In essence, reading Red Country is not just about revisiting a beloved universe, it's about experiencing the evolution of Abercrombie's storytelling. It's an invitation to explore the shades of gray and heroism and villainy, making it a must-read for those who seek a story that challenges as much as it does entertain. Red Country may not reach the soaring heights of The Heroes or the intricate plot twists of Last Argument of Kings. It carves out its own distinct niche within the First Law universe with remarkable flair. This novel stands as a bold testament to Joe Abercrombie's versatility as an author and his exceptional ability to bend genre conventions to create something uniquely engaging. The strength of Red Country lies in its unflinching exploration of new territories, both literally within its Western-inspired setting and metaphorically in the way it handles its themes of identity, redemption, and the inescapable nature of one's past. Abercrombie's foray into a genre blend of gritty Western and low fantasy allows for a narrative that feels truly refreshingly original and unpredictable. The dusty trails and the harsh landscapes are vividly drawn, providing a perfect backdrop for the tumultuous journeys of Shy, Lamb, and the cast of characters who are as deeply flawed as they are captivating. This novel also reflects Abercrombie's keen insight into human nature. His characters are not heroes in the traditional sense, but real people making difficult decisions in a morally complex world. This realism, combined with Abercrombie's sharp wit and robust prose, ensures that Red Country is more than just an adventure story, it is a deep dive into the struggles and triumphs of its characters. For longtime fans of Abercrombie, Red Country offers a continuation of the dark, humorous, and brutally honest storytelling they've come to love. For newcomers, it provides a standalone experience that's accessible without prior knowledge of the First Law universe, yet rich enough to tempt further exploration. With that said, though, if you're just joining the party with Red Country, you are missing out on some of the best fantasy novels in recent memory. Red Country is a journey worth taking. It's a story-rich in character and crafted by an author at the peak of his powers. So go out and pick it up. Embrace its challenges, its characters, and its beautifully rugged terrain. You're definitely not going to miss this one. Now, thank you for joining me on this review. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Every subscriber helps me take over the galaxies at large. And as always, happy reading.